And we're back.
Yes.
After hours. On KSN Plus, you can find us on the KSN Plus app. We highly recommend that you do so because there's a lot of extra content on there. In addition to this, what we hope will be one day an award-winning podcast. We've given ourselves awards, so we can't call it that yet officially, but we're working on it.
Yeah, Community Cast. It's a group effort.
Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. And, of course, many of you watch us on Facebook. We call it the Community Cast because it goes beyond the podcast, because we really do like having our group here.
Oh, yeah. I also am laughing because we say that all the time. We're back. We were only off for like 3 days.
Were we? It felt like we've been gone a long time.
We had the Thanksgiving break.
It's been almost a week.
I know, and we're talking weekends, Thanksgiving today. And when I remembered that felt like so long ago.
Why am I hearing something? Is that volume on your laptop?
Oh, yes, it is.
Ah, see? I was like, why am I hearing our podcast?
I also was distracted by the lighting.
Okay. Well, we're back from
go.
Thanksgiving, and we're ready for our Christmas series.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, Olivia said, Happy December, Jeff and Julia.
Yes.
Doug is standing by with his drink.
Doug is here with a drink. See,
And
that's the Community Cast.
He's encouraging it. 2026 Emmys. Hashtag.
Oh, that is a great idea.
I know.
And what if we do like on location stuff? Take the show on the road.
I really like when you come up with ideas that I know for a fact we
That
have
will
not
never
talked
work.
about with our bosses, and you're like, we would like to roll this out. And I'm
They would, if there was a way for them to capitalize on it, they would do it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm starting to lean. I don't want to lean back. Start to get comfortable and lean back. I don't
That's
wanna
the
do that.
best part.
So anyway, how was your Thanksgiving? How was your Thanksgiving? I hope you guys had a wonderful time with friends and family, and maybe some of you traveled, and maybe some of you were back. I know you were here. Your family was here. You guys had a wonderful time.
Yes.
And they're back home now to their homes.
They
and Everybody
are.
made it safely.
They did.
Okay.
Ron, if you're watching, Ron went to Vegas with his 106-year-old mother, and I really,
Yes, we want to hear about that.
really want to know how that went.
Yes.
Family was great. Family came to town. Ron, comment on our Facebook post. I really want to know what you guys did. But family was great. They came out. I got to host Thanksgiving, which meant I did none of the cooking.
Awesome.
And then afterward, somehow we got into like a cleaning spree, and my sister helped me clean out like a ton of things, like winter purge, that I never would have done on my own. And it was like the best Thanksgiving I've ever had.
You told me that story, and it inspired me to
Oh.
do some of that. But there was a meme. It's a meme, right?
Yeah, meme.
There's a meme.
Looking out
For
for you,
years,
buddy.
for years, I thought it was Mimi. I didn't
Mimi.
know. That's something about I'm going to donate these clothes, but before I do, I'm going to drive around with them in my trunk in
For
my
6
car
months.
for 6 months or something. And I hate
Yeah.
to say it, I've been guilty of that before because I like to donate a lot of stuff. But I'll do that too. I'll fill the trash bags, right?
Yeah.
And then you load them into your vehicle, and you're like, I'm going to Goodwill, and then you don't for a long time, and then you finally make it.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have a couple bags that are specific for Dress for Success. I have a ton of work
Gotcha.
dresses that are the victim of that right now in the trunk of the car that I have to call and make an appointment to drop off.
Exactly.
But that was part of it. We did two different things with the family. I had mentioned before we went to the zoo, and then we did two different. We went to a place that had the little igloos, and that was so much fun.
Is that the plastic igloos?
Yes.
Was it a downtown restaurant?
East Wichita.
Okay.
But it was so much fun. I think I'm allowed to say it.
I'd like to know.
We did it at Chicken and Pickle.
Chicken and
there
Pickle
were
had
a
the
couple
igloos.
different
Okay.
ones, but Chicken and Pickle was heated where we could get into for a reservation.
Okay.
It was so much fun. Probably we went to George's the week before. My family will come because they come all together once a year. So like they love that we have this great restaurant. So we went to George's the first week, and the second week we went to this igloo. And it was so much fun. So I 10 out of 10 recommend an igloo.
Did they have the ice rink up yet when you were out there? Okay.
But we did not go ice skating.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was
I
spectacular.
haven't been out there in a long time.
Yeah, it's. I think it's worth it. Do you ice skate?
I have in the past, yeah. Not.
He's an ice skater. He's
Man,
going backwards on the
dude.
ice.
No, I did. I did some ice skating when the ice rink in Wichita first opened up, it was kind of the thing to do, like go out there and try to ice rink. Because a lot of us that grew up in Kansas were like, ice skating.
What's ice skating?
And then when I was in Chicago, there's an ice rink at Navy Pier over the holidays that they build up, and then the one at I don't know. Yeah, I think you're thinking of the one in the park.
No, I know the one. Oh.
So I would ice skate there too, which is free. You have to rent your skates, but it's if you have your own ice skates, it's free, and it's right there by the bean.
You wearing somebody else's used shoes?
Well, I don't think of it like that. Yeah, I mean, when in Rome.
Wow.
And the kids are like, let's skate. And then you get the kids on there, and then they go one time around, holding onto the edge, and they're like, we're done. Because my kids were young then, and so they thought they wanted to ice skate. Like they see how much fun everybody's having out there, and then you put the skates on them, and it's a disaster.
We did that once. My dad said, do you want to go paddleboarding or do you want to do jet skis? And my sister said paddleboards.
Oh, you got to go jet ski.
Yeah, well, he did. I think, it was the little rower ones. Oh, and then he was stuck pedaling.
That's a pedal boat.
A pedal boat, yeah. Well, that was the pedal boat.
Paddle boat. It's a paddle boat. You're right.
And and then he had to paddle, and we were like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So they chose paddle boat over jet ski?
We did, yeah.
Oh, wow. You guys, yeah.
She didn't want to go fast. And trust me, we were not going fast in that pedal boat.
You just wanted to exercise.
Yeah, I guess. But I get it, because you sit there and you say, this is going to be great. And then you have these young kids, and they're like,
it's not.
We're not going to ice skate. We're cold. Get us off the ice. I know you rented the skates for 5 hours, but we don't want it.
I remember my son just...
Did he cry?
Just grasping onto the side. This one was at Navy Pier, and because they have a Navy Pier, I tell people take a side trip here. If you go to Chicago, I tell people to go to Navy Pier once, fine, But if you're just there for a short time, skip it. I mean, unless you're into there's a lot of history there. But if it's like, I just want to go, where the tourists go and buy overpriced trinkets, then go there. However. They do a thing at Christmas that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Like they deck out that at the end of the pier. Then it's a huge Christmas tree and an indoor ice rink and a ton of It's really cool. So if you are going to go and you want to see Navy Pier with the fam, go over the holidays. I would recommend that as opposed to just some random.
It's cold though.
It's okay. It's fine. It's supposed to be 19 up there tomorrow, I think.
But balmy 19.
Fine. It's fine. Just wear good shoes and a heavy coat.
Used skates will be just fine.
Well, yeah. I mean, you really...
They're warm, too, after, a lot of people have had their feet in them. You put them in, and they're toasty.
Squishy.
And wet.
Squishy and wet.
Ugh. My nightmare.
I know. That's why I take my socks off before I put them on. So I want to make sure my socks stay clean.
That's really smart. Yeah. You have no toenails now, but that's cool.
Never had any toenails.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, man, it was great. Had a really good Thanksgiving. Got to see some fam, and
nice.
It was good food, and caught up with the cousins and
nice.
And the uncles and the aunts.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, it was pretty low key.
That's nice.
Didn't do much. Had the Thanksgiving. I'm trying to think what I did that evening. So long ago.
You were going to make cider, I think.
No, I did. I came back and watched the Chiefs.
Oh, that's not
so I got
good.
done with. No, it didn't turn out the way.
Horrible.
It didn't turn out the way Chiefs fans wanted it to turn out. So I watched some football, and then when the Chiefs game was over, I watched some football again because there was another game on after that.
Yes, it was on. Yeah,
that. And then I got up on Friday, and that was it.
Do you get anything for Black Friday?
I didn't go shop. I stayed out of the stores.
That's good.
No. I just did a bunch of it. I find that part of the holiday weekend is a great time to get a lot of things done. Whether it's decorating or cleaning the house or moving. So I just kind of did some errands, some chores. And I took care of a lot of stuff, actually. I was actually pretty accomplished.
Isn't that so nice?
It is nice to be and which is, you inspired me when you talked about you cleaned out bags and bags and bags of stuff. And I thought, man, I just did that.
Yeah.
But I was talking to you earlier about, man, you do it. And then a month later, 2 months later, I should do it again.
Yes.
Because you kind of have a second look at the stuff that you have. And you want to, I don't know about you guys, but the older I get, the less stuff I want. It's very interesting how when you're growing up and a lot of people are like, I want, and we're going to get the career and the money and buy stuff. And then you get to a certain point in your life, which I'm there, that you want to find a way to give everything away. You don't want it. You want to declutter. You want the space. You don't want all. So anyway, I'm in that process right now.
It's an interesting thing because I think everybody goes through that and everybody experiences that to an extent. My dad's house burned down twice when he was growing up.
Wow.
And I know, right? And so I feel like, always has this mindset of, and my mom too, different circumstances, but they both have this mentality, but it's definitely from my dad, where it is, you are allowed to enjoy the things that you have, but they are like, you have to understand they are materialistic things. And he never like verbalized that, but that was always like what we were taught growing up, of like the number one thing is going to be family. And like, that's it. You're allowed to still like the things that you have, but they're not all encompassing. You can't, I don't know, you have no attachment to them, if that makes sense. And so now as an adult, I would say I have accumulated the most things at this point in my life. And it's like, oh wait, you can, like Marie Kondo, right? That's her name? Thank them and set them free.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Yeah. All right.
She's a decluttering person.
Oh yeah, I still don't know.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's
Keep going.
cool.
What else?
I am not going to butcher her phrases, but I will send you a link afterward.
What's her name again?
We have some answers on our comment page. Olivia said I got pizza. Did you get pizza on Thanksgiving?
Well, you're asking Olivia. I didn't.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, though.
I looked at you when I asked it. That's fair.
Oh, no. Yeah, you did.
Bill said, glad to see you back. Olivia said, my Thanksgiving was good. I spent it with my mom and her friend, and I got to watch, the Macy's Thanksgiving
I
parade.
did, too. I watched that, too.
Jeff watched that, too.
It was on TV. We watched the same parade.
Oh, wow. What'd you think? Any favorites?
From the parade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's neat to see the things and the people and the
And
walking
the
and the balloons.
The balloons were insane.
All the lip syncing. Yeah. And the funny thing about the balloons, it was different because that company in Otis, Kansas supplies all the helium for all of the balloons in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And so I was watching that thinking, oh, that balloon is floating thanks to the second largest helium factory in the country, thanks to the company in Otis, Kansas. So,
That's very cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
I like that.
I thought of it the whole time. The whole time I was watching the parade.
Otis.
Jacob
said, hi, Jeff and Julia. I'm very good at ice skating, and I have my own ice skates.
Oh, that's awesome. I wish I was good at it.
I think we met Jacob in Cottonwood Falls, if I'm remembering that correctly. And so I am curious.
At the Chase County Courthouse?
Oh, maybe. Yes.
Okay.
So just interesting to have your own ice skates. I kind of like that.
I do too. I own my own pair of...
Your own bowling ball.
I used to own my own bowling shoes, which are clearly not on the same level as ice skates. But then I also have my own ski boots.
That's a good one.
By the way, I want to go back to what I said earlier about getting rid of stuff.
Yeah.
There's some things I don't want to get rid of.
Oh, yeah, like ski boots.
Like my ski boots.
Yeah, but those are things that you like invest in and you have for years.
And I want to keep my fishing gear.
Yeah, you're allowed to keep that.
And but everything else I want to just flush.
Everything else can go.
Get out.
But you will be fishing in your ski boots. That's fine. Without
and
logic.
then they're going to call the cops, and there's going to be a lewd and lascivious charge, and
then that'll be awkward.
We'll have to talk about it on the
news.
podcast, and it'd be weird. And I get suspended a day.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Doug said, my only trip to Navy Pier was to audition for The Voice in 2017.
That's awesome.
Wasn't too shabby. Agree with Jeff, though. Not a site I'd hit twice.
Yeah, I was there in 2017. I wish I'd have known that. I might have been. Maybe I remember. I actually remember that. And they lined everybody. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
That's cool, though.
That's neat that you were there. And
that you auditioned, that you'd be good enough to audition. That's where I'm like, I didn't know that about Doug.
But I'm glad that Doug mentioned the thing about, you don't need to hit it twice.
Yeah.
Or once. I'm like so lukewarm on Navy Pier. I like the history, but just not.
Meh.
It's meh.
Meh.
There's so much more to do up there. If you're going to spend your time, if you get like a few days or even a week, there's so much more to do in Chicago than Navy. Not that I'm against Navy Pier, but I'm just saying.
It's, you know what?
What?
It's like my thoughts on the Grand Canyon. So I get it.
We have the similar thoughts.
Yeah, definitely see it if you've never seen it.
Yeah. There's a couple things here in our town that I would, that, and I'm not going to go into this, but there's some, I'm from here. So when I see some of the promotion for like tourism to like come here.
Oh, yeah.
There's some things that they suggest that you should go see, and I'm like, I just don't know.
Yeah.
You might want to do something else.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, okay. Every city has those things though.
Oh, absolutely.
Every town.
For sure.
Yeah.
Dina said I had margarita slushies at Spangles.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I think we talked to Dina.
But yeah, we've
about
talked to
that.
Dina in between. Oh, right now, or do we wait?
Well, it's her.
It is her. So we got
I like this so much.
Dina had sent us something based off our recent podcasts.
Yes.
That made us laugh.
Laugh so loud that
Everybody else had wanted to know, what are you guys laughing at?
And we got some dirty looks from people in the newsroom that were actually working and doing their
I
job.
don't recall any dirty looks.
You didn't?
No.
Well,
I
maybe
was too busy having a good time.
We're all looking at me. Because
I
we
don't know.
were
They were
laughing pretty.
funny.
It was like a belly laugh. It was like pretty loud.
But that was because it was so genuine and
Yeah.
it was so unexpected and it was really funny.
So you want to show yours then?
Yeah, I'll show mine. So we got these from Dina. If you are a first-time listener, it will make no sense, but it's hilarious. Look at those.
It's Julie with some skunkies.
Our boss just saw it, and she said, "What's the deal with the skunks?" And I said,
Well, clearly you don't listen to the podcast.
I had a skunk problem, like multiple skunks.
We talked about it ad nauseum on this podcast. And now she sent me one, not skunks, because it's well known to a lot of people that I have a massive mural of me riding a stallion in my mansion.
in one of your many mansions, but yes.
I'm shirtless on a stallion in one of my mansions. It's a massive photo.
Yes. Not to be confused with you having it on the yacht. This is in the mansion,
It's
not
just-
the one on the yacht.
That's a smaller version,
Yeah.
and
like
it's carved out of balsa wood.
Yes.
And it's a little different. So this is what she sent me.
I like that you're in your little suit. Doug is laughing.
So this will go well when I'm sipping what would be like what rich people drink? Give me a name of a drink or something.
Water.
The champagne.
Yeah,
Champagne.
champagne.
When I'm champagne, I can use the coaster on my. That doesn't make any sense. But I would drink some fancy drink, and I would have my awesome stallion koozie.
I did have a sparkling water earlier, but I drank the sparkling water, but I used my little koozie.
I know we've been
My little
using them.
skunk
We actually
koozie.
use them all over and people have been asking me like, what do you like horses?
You're like, no, this. See, here's
Then I
the
have to
thing.
explain. I got all these mansions, and I got this big, huge portrait of me that was hand painted by
Shirtless.
Ted Ross,
I
Bob's
did
brother.
like
It was just
you say, like telling somebody that of like he's got this shirtless painting in his house, and it's really uncomfortable, and I think it's hilarious.
Looking at this now, though, I should have sat for that portrait in a suit because it looks better.
You can get your second one done that way.
I have it scheduled for later in 2027.
Dina said we are listening. So she did say that. She said like she did say, which was hilarious. She said, I think I've captured Jeff's essence here.
yes.
And I laughed really hard at that because
I didn't even know I had an essence.
you had an for sure,
but
like
now
an aura.
I do, so I feel, well, and never that either. I was told years ago my aura was rotten.
No, I think that means if you don't have an aura that you're dead. Right?
Well, on the inside, maybe.
I
But
don't
still,
know.
yeah.
Oh,
I just heard your aura is rotten.
your aura.
I remember I was like, oh, Grandma. Anyway,
Pull out the Ouija board.
that's right.
Dina said Miller Lite, the champagne of beer.
It is,
Yes.
yeah. And Miller High Life, the champagne of beers, which incidentally was the beer of choice for my grandmother.
Oh, that.
She loved Miller High Life.
All right, I like.
That's a little tidbit on the old Grandma Cox. They weren't big drinkers, but
When they did.
when they had, when she had that moment, where she's like, I really need a beer.
That was the one.
Miller High Life.
I like
So,
that. Olivia said, remember with the fancy drinks, which pertains to that, you have to do pinkies up. Yep.
Yep.
Doug said, picturing Jeff riding side by side with the Old Spice dude.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be, oh man, we make that happen somehow.
You keep on thinking about that one.
Okay. All right.
I do like that mine is like very easily explainable, and you have to be
Mine's
like
this
there's
whole
this
big
whole
backstory
thing.
with the whole painting and the.
it's
yeah.
really funny.
It's a
Watching
great.
you explain
it's
it.
something that I got to give it. Of all the things that you've made up about me, that one's probably my favorite.
I don't know that I've made up other things.
Oh no, there's a list.
But I do like saying them. And when I first started working with you, and you would be like, I don't do that. I don't like that. And it would be really funny to watch you squirm.
But I learned that if you just go along with it as if it's real,
Yes.
it works out much better.
And it ends faster, but we then
No,
circle the drain on
It
it.
doesn't end. No, that's the great thing about it. It never ends. It doesn't end. So thank you, Dina. We have received so much joy
Yeah.
out of these little things. It's been. I wish she could have been here to see us. Like actually,
Yeah.
be like, oh my goodness. So,
To your point of it's brought us so much joy.
yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Like this podcast actually, which is true. I'm not just saying that. We really enjoy talking to you guys, and it's like I don't know. It's great. I really like
Yeah.
it. I wish we could do it all the time.
Well, we can 3 days a week.
If there was enough time, we could do it every day, but I don't think it's going to happen
Yeah.
because there's only so much time, and we do have. What's it called? Oh,
Other
full-time job.
Other job. This is part of the full-time job.
don't-
Bro, we are
okay.
working right now.
Here's the other thing. Oh, we are, and so people who also, just so you know, when we started this, they didn't say,
Sure.
that's a great idea. You can do that,
Yeah.
and then you don't have to do all your other. You don't have to do the other things that you typically do during the night. They were like, "Oh, that's a great idea."
Okay,
You
nobody said that's a great idea.
No, they didn't. I don't think we even asked. But the point is, we are not able to not still do what we are paid to do. So this is like extra, but it's fun.
Oh,
And I like
yeah.
it. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Bill, speaking of that, said, I think you two work so well together, which is a very
Thank you,
nice
Bill.
compliment.
It is. That's because you're a great person. You're a genuine person. And I'm not just saying that. You are. You're good. You're a good person. But people know that. People know that about you. I got asked this. I get a lot. It happens all the time. People ask me about you. They're like, "What's she like?" And what. I have these great opportunities every day to make up whatever I want. But I don't. I tell the truth. I tell them that you are what you see is what you get, and you're not at all different. Some people in this industry are a little different when they're on the cam than when they're off, and you're not. And I think the people that work the best in this industry, whether it's local news or whatever it is, it's the authenticity of seeing someone of who they really are, and you're going to get the same person. And we joke about this, not joke, but the grocery store.
Oh, yeah, we do joke about that.
And so you're getting the same person, and it's great. And not everybody's like that. I know I've got 100 years into this thing, and not everyone is like that. So
Well, that's very, very kind to say.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Which was very, I clearly you saw the 50 I left on your desk, so very great that you saw that.
I was hoping for smaller bills. It's really hard to spend. Like some places don't take the 50. Like you
Yeah.
want to break the 50.
Yeah,
so
but I needed
next
it to,
time,
like-
if you could maybe 5 10s.
Yes,
would really
I'll do that.
10 5s.
We'll figure it out.
I'm not good at math. I'm like, I had to stop and go 10 5s. That's 50.
It's funny because people say, "What's Jeff like?" And they say, "Is he funny?" And I say, "He is funnier." Because you're like, "She's exactly the same," and I say,
Yes.
"He's funnier." The FCC won't let him tell all of his jokes on air, but he's really funny.
Now, that pertains to you too.
Yeah.
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 But anyway,
We
so
have a good time.
Enough of us praising each other.
Yeah.
But it's true, and I do get a lot of.
But for as much as we like to give each other a hard time, and
Yeah.
you think it's funny that I will always call it out and be like, "Oh no, remember when I was mocking you on that?" For as much as we do that, there is genuine respect, and I think that that's important for people to see as well, because we give each other a hard time, and there's so much respect and care for each other that it is funny.
If you are watching a newscast and it looks like we're having a good time, we are. And if it looks like we're having fun, we are. I mean, there's nothing. When we do a newscast, there's nothing artificial about it.
Yeah.
So it's okay. And that doesn't really matter to. Listen, most people at home are like, "Give me the news." I mean, yeah, I get it, know, but they're not looking at you and saying, "Oh, are they having a good time? Do they
yeah.
have chemistry?" But it's great for us, and I think it makes for a better newscast and all that kind of
It
stuff.
also makes it more fun.
Yeah, and you got to have fun when you're doing whatever it is you're doing. Have fun at it, and you might as well find ways to have fun. You have to search. Oftentimes, in anything that you do, you have to seek out the fun. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, oh, my job's
yeah.
not fun. Well, I think you have to seek it out and find it in those places. And you can do that practically with anything.
Yeah, practically.
Yeah, I think you can.
I am going to read these because I get to see them and you don't necessarily. So there's two things I want to come back to, but I'm going to jump down because it's on topic. Doug said that is hands down our family's favorite thing about y'all. The down to earth, same in person as on screen. Just that you're personable, which is super kind. And Olivia said, Jeff and Julia are my favorite people. They are so kind and genuine. I'll never forget my first time on the podcast. Jeff said, I don't think there's any young people. But then I said, I'm 26. I don't know if that's like, young.
Yes.
Christine's on. Hello, Jeff and Julia. Hi, Christine. How was your Thanksgiving? And then Dina said, we all need to chip in and get Julia a space heater, which is hilarious. No need to get me a space heater, but I love that. I think that's really funny. And then
we're not allowed.
Yeah, we're not allowed.
We're not allowed to have them.
And then Olivia said, okay, random thing. Who watched the dog show after the parade? I watched every year. I watched that more than I saw clips of the parade, but I was zoned in on the dog show.
And they rebroadcast that on
yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I caught some of it then. I didn't get to watch the whole thing.
I watched it pretty intensely with my family, and it was not intentional. But my dog died earlier this year, and it was so devastating. But we watched, and we would look at the dogs and be like, is that my next dog? And so we did have a really good time with that, of like all of these dogs that were not the next dog, but it was fun.
The dog that won overall, was it kind of controversial a little bit? Or it was like a breed that had never won before or something? I don't remember. But I just remember there was some discussion with the commentators about how it's like the first time for that particular breed. I might be way off here, but that's what I remember.
No, I bet you're right.
I kind of recall that was some of it. Yeah.
I don't remember. I didn't see the winner.
It was the overall best in show, I think, was a larger, fluffy black dog. I could be wrong, but that's what I believe I saw on the televisions, and that's what I believe that I heard in my ears.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Was it a big black fluffy dog?
Yes.
Boom. Thank you.
A Belgian sheepdog takes best in show at the National Dog Show.
And I think it may be the first time that a Belgian sheepdog had won best in show.
Wow.
But I don't know.
Good recall.
Yeah, that's all I remember. Do you remember anything else?
Yeah, but you remember.
Just that.
Doug said football is greater than the dog show.
I agree.
The dog show is pretty good too, though.
No, my dog show's okay, but the football.
And then Christine said, question for Julia, what is the weather like in Arizona in December? You are going with your family. I'm curious if the girls are going as well. It's spectacular. It's amazing, especially in December. I would say at night, bring a light jacket, and maybe some jeans, but you can short it up in the weekday.
Just had a friend return from Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Went out there for Thanksgiving, took his fam out there, and I saw, it was summer. I mean, they were riding bikes in shorts and tank tops and having a blast. That was just last week.
Yeah.
So
it is. Yeah, it's stunning. It is basically summer, except it's not as hot.
Right.
So there have been times where I've been there and it's been in the 90s. Sometimes it's 80s, but it'll drop down to 40s and 50s, and it's 40s. I know that I've gone hiking in the winter and I've had to wear like little earmuffs. I don't like my ears to get too cold, so I would still pack jackets.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it's cool in the mornings and nights, and then nice during the day.
Yeah, you heard right.
All right, I know somebody who's from there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Christine said my Thanksgiving was great, and Olivia said I think it's funny when people learn my age, see me in person, because most of them say you don't look your age, you look younger.
I never get that.
No.
And they say you look way older.
No way. There was somebody that walked in and they go, hey, man, how old are you?
Nah, they're just being nice. They're being nice, and I appreciate that. That's very nice.
Okay.
But it is weighing on me a little bit.
But I think
I'm struggling a bit. This is a good podcast topic for another day.
Okay, what are you struggling with?
Just the number.
Oh.
I'm struggling. I'll be honest. I didn't think I would. I'm not a guy that thinks about how old I am, except now I am that guy, and I have never been that guy, but that number's a little daunting.
Yeah.
And you start to think, when we just discussed earlier about not wanting to have any stuff.
Yes.
And want to get your stuff out of there. That sure comes with age, and and so the number, I'm struggling with a number. It's just a number.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with it in a weird way. Didn't think I would. Kind of am. But that's a good topic for a podcast.
I do think that's a good topic for a podcast. Yeah. We're going to pick at it for an hour. That's a great idea, Jeff.
Yeah. But yeah, it's coming, and I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be give myself a pep talk over here.
It is going to be all right.
It's going to be okay, Jeff.
It is. It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine, except until it's not. But I'll be all right. But it's very nice when people say, "You look." It's kind of weird.
No, I don't like it.
Oh no. So it's twofold. Like some people will say, "Oh my gosh, you look so much better in person than you do on TV," and then you start to like, "Oh, thank you so much," and they're like, "Wait, is that a good thing?" Or like you're trying to like you try to compartmentalize it, like figure out if it was like a compliment.
Yeah,
not.
You have to. You do have to compartmentalize it, and you also can't like read into it.
Right. I had one guy earlier this year. I went on a fishing trip, and I'd never met this gentleman. He was a friend of the guy that organized the trip, and it was out of town. But he knew me, and I didn't know the guy. Anyway, the guy walked in, and he said it was straight out of Roadhouse, the movie Roadhouse. He just looked at me, and goes, "I thought you'd be bigger."
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, I work with the small people, so it looks like I'm bigger maybe on TV.
What can you say to Jeff but not to Julia?
That I thought you'd be bigger, and which was I didn't know how to take that at first. I didn't know. I like immediately stood up.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I am not that big.
Yeah.
But he thought it'd be bigger. But then you also get the oh my gosh, you look different on TV, or you look better on TV, or whatever it is. I don't know.
I'll give one of my favorites, which was, and here's the thing, like part of it's like so much of our lives is on like our lives are on TV. There was a couple of years ago, it was not intentional. It was around the time I ran the half marathon, and I was still running, and I just had like accidentally lost too much weight, and it just was like by such a fluke, but it's what it was. And like you don't notice that necessarily about yourself, but I remember doing chili cook-off, and husband and wife came over, and the wife was like, "Here's the deal. I'm old enough to be your grandmother. I'm very concerned about you. You are invited over. I will feed you. You are so tiny in person." Kept going on, and then her husband looks at me and goes, "You're not as small in person." Hey man.
Yeah, how do you take that?
Well, it was interesting because the wife was so concerned, and the husband was like, "You're fine." I was like, "Okay."
In fact, you could lose a few.
Yeah,
you could stand to drop a couple there, and
That's why it was like that. So I will tell everybody that story because I'm like, you cannot please anybody, and like for the husband and wife to have these different reactions, and in the same moment,
the women in this industry take it. They get piled on. I don't want to say it's abuse, but you guys get most of that kind of
it's different
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, from your wardrobe to your hair to your weight, all of that is. If you're a female in this, this is my perspective. 30 years. You guys. It's 10 to 1. It's 10 to 1.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
For every email I might get about, you mispronounce this, or your tie looks like trash, which is not often, once a week.
No.
But you and the others that work here and Lisa, you get a lot of really negative.
We get a ton of positive. Like I will say,
that's not. It's not all negative. Yeah. But my point is that. The stuff that you have to ingest and navigate from that is 10 to 1 compared to what a male in the industry would have to tolerate.
Yeah, it's totally different. What I think makes it easier is one, you and the previous co-anchor I had in the morning, Eddie. You guys were always so. I like it when you're not pretending that like, oh, it doesn't happen. Like because there are some people who say, oh, well, it's all the same, and it's clearly not all the same. No. And the second thing that you guys do that is very, very helpful is like you'll get mad, and then I don't have to be mad. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. And then you'll be over there fuming. Yeah. And I do feel blessed that it's few and far between. But like I think like around that same time, people like we were on road trip, and like people would say like some of those comments of like, "Whoa, you're way tight." Like it just, and I can recognize it now, how many years later, but. You'd get real mad, and that also helped because then I don't care because somebody else does. I don't know if that makes sense.
It's just some people don't have a a filter. I mean, even if I met someone for the first time that I followed or whatever, consumed their content or whatever, I don't know if I could even. I'm not wired to make a comment about someone's appearance.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
If it doesn't matter what they do. Like
Yeah.
it's not my nature. Not my
You just-
nature to
your
be
brain
like
doesn't go that way.
to go up to somebody and say, "Man, you really need to."
Yeah.
I don't know. Wear a hat. 'Cause Your head, your head's just bulbous head. You got to cover that. I would never say that
Yeah. Cover the noggin.
to my brother
Yeah.
twice.
Again.
Wear a hat. No, it's not my nature. So but hey, there's a lot of people out there it's in their nature.
Oh, yeah.
And I think some of them, bless them, I
Bless
do
their
think
hearts.
I think that 90% of them, maybe that's too high. 80% feel like they're being helpful.
Yes.
They feel like it's constructive.
Yeah.
And you know,
Yeah.
it's all in the delivery. It's all in how you deliver it.
Eh.
Kind of. Yeah. All right.
Christine said, Jeff,
Yeah.
I don't know that that we're going. Yes, we're going. We're taking the girls and we're going to Great Wolf Lodge.
I love Great Wolf Lodge.
Have you been?
Yeah, so our kids, man, they were young. Tore that place up.
Dang.
Adult pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it heated?
I don't know. I never got in it. Just sat and watched.
You're like, it was great.
I know there's an area where you could get like an adult beverage.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we spent thousands of dollars on trash and junk.
Don't tell Christine that,
oh,
but
no, Christine.
you have the mems.
I should have got with her because I could just give her all the stuff that
Yeah.
we purchased, like the wands and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I think I already gave that away.
Yeah.
It was expensive.
Jacob said my favorite Christmas movie is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. He
Yep.
said that would be a great after hours somewhere else.
But
I lost that comment.
One of my all-time favorites. I was a huge Chevy Chase fan when I was a kid.
Yeah.
There you go. Period. What's next?
Not now?
Oh no, I like Chevy. I think he's funny. He's in his 80s, and that's the other thing too. When you're growing up and you get to be a certain age, a lot of the people that were part of your childhood that you watched, they're passing away. Or they're very old, and some people like, man, I remember one year. Not 1 year. I remember years ago. I'd like to meet that guy.
Not anymore.
Yeah, there's a couple of people. Well, no, I'd still like to meet the guy. I know
But
he's got a bad reputation of being kind of a mean person.
Well,
but
I mean, like people die though. You don't get to meet all the people
no,
you
that's
wanted
what I'm
to
saying.
meet.
But Chevy's
Yeah.
still alive. But I would like. There are people that we've had those questions before on KSN News at 4. Where we
Yeah.
were like, if you could meet or if you could have dinner with anyone, who would it be, dead or alive? You know, and a lot of people are like, oh, I'd like to my mother or my father. You know, like people that
Oh,
are passed
yeah.
away. But if you take it a next step, say anybody that's not related to you, that maybe a historical figure or a celebrity or somebody, dead or alive, who would you want to hang out with for an hour? We've asked that question before.
Yeah.
And Chevy's a guy on my list. He'd be one that I'd want to
On there.
chat with.
Doug said an hour. Are we just going to skip past Julia saying an hour that we're talking for an hour? Are we really going until 8:30? We're not. I misspoke.
That takes.
But
That would take a thing. We would have to make a thing happen for that.
But that's also because I'm trying to breeze through some comments because they're funny. Dina said, you haven't hit that age, the age that you should be worried, until you get the walking farts. And then Olivia
how would she know it?
replied, which I love the community cast replying to each other. Olivia said, what age is that?
It's my age.
Dina said, I'm not saying it's something you have to experience for yourself.
I think it hits at all different ages. And
Yeah.
your diet has something to do with that.
And then Olivia said, watch
That's-
it happen tomorrow. I really
Dude.
hope it doesn't happen until I'm 50 or 60.
That's going to be stuck in my head. Now I'm going to be thinking about
It
that.
happened.
And if it happens, I'm going to go, oh, she's right. I must be there.
Yeah. My dad commented and said Great Wolf Lodge in Scottsdale is awesome. So right there.
Boom. I went to the one in Kansas City or
Yeah.
over the park, whatever. But I would assume they're all the same or close to it, right? Like, because it's a chain.
Yeah, I think, it's a chain.
So I think you're going to get the same experience
Anywhere you go.
if you go to any.
Here's the thing. I don't know if my dad has been there, but I really like that he's like, great
Oh, no.
time.
I
You're
bet
going to
he's
love
been-
it.
I bet he's been there.
Without me?
Yeah, of course. Save money.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. I think you have something to do over the Christmas
Hey,
holiday.
man.
If you're gonna, I think you have something to do there. I think you need to, and you could report back to us.
Me and Christine and her kids all at Great Wolf Lodge.
Yes, you could report back. Tell us if it's up to snuff. If it meets the standard of Great Wolf Lodges.
I'm going to let Christine do that and report back. I
Okay.
don't know why I thought it was next week that you're going, but I think it's probably closer to Christmas.
Is it? Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Christine said they are not all the same.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay. My goodness. Well,
Yeah.
it's been a while for me. I haven't been to one in a decade.
And I've
so-
never been.
Oh, okay. What was I going to say? Oh man, I had
Walking
something.
farts?
No, no. It was. We'll talk about it in another podcast. It's something I'm thinking about doing this year. Well, actually, the
You
first
got
of the
like
year.
30 days.
It got me thinking. She was talking about going to, traveling, and I typically don't travel over the holidays, but there's something that I'm thinking about doing. I don't want to get into it right now.
Oh, no, please.
No, we'll do it another day. I'm
Guys,
thinking,
I tried.
I'm thinking about doing this, and it's going to take a little bit of effort on my end to kind of organize this thing. But I got a little wild hair, and I feel like something I want to do.
Here, we're going to jump off, and then I'm sure you're going to tell me. I
will.
just think it is funny because I mentioned at the very beginning of the show where I'm like, I love it when you reveal things on the podcast that like
You don't know.
management's never signed off on. I'm not aware of.
That's everything.
And I'm sitting there like trying to. I don't have a poker face.
I'm glad management doesn't watch, to be honest with you.
They do watch.
Do they?
Not that closely because they didn't know about
Do
us
they?
skunks.
They do not.
They watch every night.
Hi, management. They don't watch. They try, and they're like, ugh. We get enough of these. We get enough of them all day. I don't need to watch their podcast. Their community cast.
Their community
which
cast.
I like how we call it that.
Oh, Olivia guessed it. Olivia knows this for sure. Jeff is thinking about buying another jet for 2026.
Well,
Hundo P. Hundo P, that's what it is.
There's some pretty good Black Friday deal. For Cyber Monday for jets was pretty dope, but I passed on that. Yeah.
You did another yacht?
No,
Okay.
you guys. I'm glad that that's what people think, though, because I'm
Yes.
really big. I want to make sure people think a certain way about me.
Somebody from KSN commented and said, I watch every night.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Management.
It's not. Better not be. I'm going to get a talking to in about 30 seconds. All right, we're out of time, and we are we going to go ahead and back tomorrow? What do you think?
We are going to go tomorrow. I will be in charge. Karina, who's our lovely KSN Plus producer, is out tomorrow. So I will be responsible for getting us online. Yep. So I hope it works.
Yep. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.